Marcus Rashford is a Barcelona player, but this isn't just a transfer. It's a statement. Welcome back to the channel, football fans. Today we're diving into one of the most dramatic moves of the summer. Marcus Rashford has officially joined FC Barcelona on loan for the 2025-26 season, but there's a lot more going on behind the scenes. Why Rashford's January move nearly collapsed, the rejection of Xavi Simons and how it sparked dressing room tension, fallout with Raphinha, Lewandowski and even Manchester United, Rashford's early training impact, and what his arrival really means for Hansi Flick's project. From cancelled friendlies to legal battles in Japan, to shock links with Konate, this video covers everything going down at Camp Nou right now. Tap in because this summer is getting wild in Catalunya. FC Barcelona have spent much of this summer pondering over very specific targets. Alas, complications continued to pop up and made it rather difficult for the club to finalize signings. Fortunately, Barcelona is now in a much more stable position to make further decisions this summer. After all, the most time-consuming and important operation for them in recent weeks was the arrival of a new left winger. Ultimately, after weeks of assessing various options in the market this summer, Barcelona ended up signing Marcus Rashford on a loan deal. Hansi Flick already has a new left winger. Hansi Flick has finally gotten his wish. Barcelona have secured a new left winger, and it's none other than English star Marcus Rashford. He was even expected to make his unofficial debut in the friendly against Vissel Kobe in Japan, but that match was unexpectedly cancelled. With that major signing now completed, Barca are turning their attention back to the transfer market. And according to fresh reports, they might not be done just yet. In fact, Caught Offside reports that Barcelona have now entered the race to sign Liverpool centre-back Ibrahima Konate. The French defender has already been on the radar of top clubs like Real Madrid and Paris Saint-Germain, but now both Barca and Bayern Munich have reportedly joined the list of interested teams. While Barcelona already have several centre-backs in the squad, including Araujo, Koundé, Cubarsí and Christensen, Konate's uncertain contract situation at Liverpool could make him an appealing target if the opportunity is right. The Catalan giants, in particular, seem to be a rather surprising addition to this race. With Ronald Araujo, Jules Koundé, Pau Cubarsí, Íñigo Martínez, Eric Garcia, and even Andreas Christensen for now all being able to play as centre-backs, reinforcements in that position are not exactly needed. However, since the player still has not signed a new contract with Liverpool and is yet to commit himself to a new club, he remains an accessible target. With just a year left on his contract, Liverpool do not exactly have a lot of bargaining power if a proper suitor comes knocking to negotiate. For Barcelona, this could potentially open the door for them to assess his situation if it continues like this moving forward. Barcelona have been forced to make a last-minute change to their pre-season plans, as reported by Gerard Romero. The club is now actively searching for a new opponent to play a friendly this Sunday, following the unexpected cancellation of their trip to Japan. Originally, Barca were scheduled to depart for Japan today to face Vissel Kobe in what was set to be one of the highlights of their summer tour. However, the club announced that the fixture has been scrapped due to a breach of contract by the event promoter. The cancellation left the Catalans frustrated, especially given that Vissel Kobe had already confirmed the match weeks in advance. South Korea leg remains unaffected. Despite the setback in Japan, Barcelona's summer tour is still on course. The team will fly out to South Korea on Monday as originally scheduled, with matches in Seoul and Daegu going ahead without issue. The club has reassured fans that there will be no disruption to the South Korean leg of the tour. Internally, there is deep dissatisfaction over how the Japanese leg collapsed, with several members of the club reportedly discussing possible legal action. The aim would be to make it clear that Barcelona were not at fault for the cancellation and that the responsibility lies squarely with the promoter. In the meantime, Barcelona are keen to ensure that their pre-season preparations are not further disrupted. The search for a replacement opponent for Sunday is ongoing, as the coaching staff and players look to maintain match fitness ahead of the South Korea fixtures. While this hiccup has brought some chaos to the club's summer plans, Barca remain committed to making the most of the tour and are eager to put the episode behind them quickly. It's no secret, Marcus Rashford had his heart set on joining Barcelona ever since he was frozen out of the picture at Manchester United. Now, that dream has finally come true. Back in January, his short-term loan to Aston Villa was really just a compromise, a temporary solution while everyone figured out the next move. But this summer's loan to Barcelona feels different. There's real hope that it will eventually turn into a permanent transfer. Interestingly, while many United fans believed Rashford was already living his dream at Old Trafford, the player himself saw things very differently. And he made that perfectly clear during his introductory press conference at Barça. His words left no doubt. He's ready for a fresh chapter, and Barcelona is where he truly wants to be. Marcus Rashford on what he received from Barcelona. While Barcelona didn't exactly have Rashford as one of their priority targets, the circumstances of this move suggest that he might end up being the best choice. At his peak, Rashford is better than most of the players they were targeting, like Nico Williams and Luis Diaz. Considering that the only asterisk with Rashford was his time at United when he had fallen out of love with the club, chances are that he comes roaring back to form in Catalonia. He has already hinted that he has received from Barcelona what he didn't at Man United, especially once Ruben Amorim walked through the doors. He said, "If I'm at Barca, it's also because of Hansi Flick. The conversations I had with him were very positive. He has proven to be one of the top coaches. He led a young team to such a successful season, has returned to the preseason wanting even more. As a player, we always appreciate the support, and as a new player, I really appreciate the affection the fans are showing me. I feel at home." Ruben Amorim was less accommodating toward Marcus Rashford. It is a fair argument to make that Ruben Amorim drew a line in the sand almost immediately upon arrival and closed the door shut on his potential return as well. In that sense, Rashford didn't receive the support from the club. Hansi Flick was a factor in his choice to join Barcelona, and Amorim would have been a factor in his choice to depart Man United. However, that lack of support doesn't tell the whole story, because his time under Amorim was the straw that broke the camel's back. Rashford's history of unprofessionalism stretched too far before Man Utd's manager's arrival, with Erik ten Hag, Jose Mourinho, and Ole Gunnar Solskjaer disciplining the player at various points during their tenure. Amorim was the one who had the courage to finally say, "No more," and close the door on his return. If Rashford felt a lack of support from Man United under Amorim, it was partly due to his own making. The hope now is that he shines with support from Flick and Barcelona. Neither of the three parties involved in this deal, Man United, Barcelona, and Marcus Rashford, would benefit from his return to Old Trafford. Marcus Rashford's arrival at Barcelona is already turning heads behind the scenes. According to journalist Alex Pintanel, some voices inside the dressing room are calling him a beast, clearly impressed by the intensity and quality he's shown in early training sessions. The 27-year-old forward has joined Barça on loan for the 2025-26 season, and the club holds the option to make the deal permanent next summer for just €30 million, a bargain if he lives up to expectations. Although the transfer was officially sealed earlier this week, Rashford had already been working at the Ciutat Esportiva Joan Gamper, getting familiar with the facilities and his new teammates. This move didn't come out of nowhere. It had been building for weeks, with Hansi Flick personally approving the signing from the start. Rashford understands he's not guaranteed a starting spot from day one, but he's ready to fight for it, and he's already making a serious impression. With Lamine Yamal and Raphinha currently occupying the flanks, the Englishman understands he will need to fight for his place. However, his presence adds quality and competition to the squad, and with Ferran Torres currently seen as Lewandowski's main backup, Rashford brings another versatile option up front. Flick gains valuable attacking depth. Rashford is the kind of player who can change a match from the bench or even earn a regular starting spot if he proves himself. Despite only just arriving, the English international is already being praised for his strength, intensity and work rate during training. His physical presence and energy have clearly made an impression. Fans will also remember that Rashford has caused problems for Barcelona in the past. He has played against the Catalan giants 4 times, scoring once during the UEFA Europa League semi-final in the 2022-23 season. Now he is ready to help the team from within and show why he has earned such admiration from his new peers. So there you have it. Marcus Rashford's dream move to Barcelona is real, but it's already shaking up the club from top to bottom. With tensions in the dressing room, pressure to perform and major expectations from the fans, Rashford's loan could be the defining moment of his career. And let's be honest, this is a fresh start he desperately needed. Hansi Flick believes in him. The Barça fans are excited. But the big question remains. Can Rashford win over Camp Nou and prove he's still world-class? Let us know in the comments below. Will Rashford succeed at Barcelona or struggle to find his place in Flick's system? Don't forget to like, subscribe and hit the bell for more breaking updates from Barcelona, Real Madrid and beyond. Visca Barça!